Hi there, you're watching Time Warner Cable's Local Edition. This is the Sacramento Report, and I'm Jaime Garza, joined today by State Superintendent Tom Torlakson. Nice to have you here, Tom. You always are trying to find ways to better our education system, but with the way things are now financially, it's got to be an uphill battle with, I don't know if you can see the other side of the hill.
It's been a struggle. The schools have suffered great cutbacks in the last 3 years. The economy, the recession have hurt our budget, and that's hurt our schools. But we need to reprioritize and save great programs we know work. We know how to educate our kids to be successful in career and college.
And one of those programs, which is right now, we're in June, July, August, is summer school.
Right.
And yet finding a summer school to enhance or to help you move on to the next grade, much more difficult to find.
Yes, and one of the victims of one of the programs cut as a result of the budget crisis is summer school. And we don't know how extensively, but we think about 3/4 of the summer school programs in California have been terminated. And now only about 27% of students in California have access to summer school programs, which are really important for keeping learning fun and also helping students sustain the growth they had in their academics during the school year.
When I was a child, I remember summer school was for the kids that didn't quite make the grades, so we kind of worked with them so that they were ready for the next year, and then they continued progressing. Is that still the case? And if so, by getting the summer school program less and less available, does that hurt our graduation rates?
It does, and yet summer school has broadened over the last 20, 25 years. I was a high school teacher. I taught summer school. We had tide pool explorations and studied marine biology. I took the students camping and backpacking. So there was a lot of ways you could tie in biology, astronomy, ecology into your programs, and many summer programs are for all students to explore their talent and to get ready for the next school year. Some have remedial and catch-up work, and without that, many of those will drop out and not graduate.
Here's another educational concern, and that is the whooping cough, which we've heard in the news in the last couple of years.
Yes.
But it really is a bigger dilemma, a bigger problem than I think most of us realize.
Absolutely correct. It's somewhat of a surprise. Most people don't know what whooping cough is because it was nearly eradicated, but 9,100 cases were discovered in California last year, and 10 infants died from it.
When you have these classrooms being larger and larger and somebody gets sick, whether it's a whooping cough or anything else, that thing spreads very quickly.
Yes.
Among our population. What do you propose we do at this point to try to prevent this thing from getting extremely out of control?
Well, thanks for asking. This is really important information to get out to the parents, to the public. We need your children to get a booster shot. If they're in middle school or high school, go before school starts, because your child will not be allowed to come to school unless you get the booster shot. So this is really important. It is a contagious disease. It is serious, and we want to contain it and have our students be healthy and learn.
There are some parents who say, I'm not too keen on giving a booster shot to my kid. What does that mean for them? I mean, if they decide not to take their kids to get this shot, are they going to be kept out of school?
Yes, and so this is that serious, and the medical professionals and the school professionals will be able to talk to those parents, and I believe convince those parents it's in their child's best interest, in their family's best interest, and the school's best interest to have that whooping cough vaccination.
Anything else that we need to know on the medical front at this point before we start the new year in the next month or so?
I think you covered it really well. I mean, I think we're going to just try to look at summer and look at how do we get that kind of a program back again. You know, we have a short school year in California. We're like in an agrarian economy, not
right.
The rest of the world has a longer school year. We'll get back to that.
And also, it's been proven you need to be healthy in order to learn. And if you're not healthy with the whooping cough or anything else,
it goes together.
You're not going to learn.
It goes
Tom
together.
Torlakson, always a pleasure. And thank you at home for watching Time Warner Cable's Local Edition. Don't forget, you can watch this interview and others by going to My Government On Demand on Channel 1. And you can also find us now on YouTube.